Good morning, everyone. Lovely to see you all joining us this morning for Mishna in the morning. Let me start by dedicating our learning this morning once again, as always, to, let me just go through the list. Leah bas Feivel, Tzivi bas Mordechai, Avram ben David Slavin, Shlomo ben Yisrael Moyes, Eliezer ben Shmuel Teret, Eliezer Shalom ben Abu Shmuel Beret, Zipporah Feigel bas Reuven Baruch, Shalom ben Eli Ali, Bena bas Feivel, Fruma Shoshana bas Yaakov Shmuel, as well as Feigel bas Avram Yaakov, Leah bas Yitzchok, Yechava bas Shimon Joseph, Simcha David ben Zev Mandel. I should also add that now we are back in shul, we are reciting memorial prayers every single Shabbat. So let's have a look at another Mishnah. Lovely weather, lovely day, and look forward to, if you are able to join us later for the Zoom Bat Mitzvah, we would love to see you as our guests. You don't need to move far, just at the click of a button. Isn't it a strange world that we live in? Anyways, it says as follows. Let's just see who's here. Good morning to Dr. Neil Pass, Eitan, Peter, Michelle, Caroline, and Richard. Shavua tov to everyone. So anyone who leads people to virtue, then no sin shall come through him. Says the Mishnah in the next part. We'll explain in a minute. If you lead people astray, it's not going to be. You're not going to have the opportunity to do teshuva. So you're not going to have enough opportunity to do teshuva. Listen to the rest of the Mishnah, and then we'll explain it. Moshe was virtuous, right? He led a life of tremendous virtues, and he inspired others. And he led many to virtues, right? And many followed his path. And therefore the virtue of many is attributed to him. Okay? He executed the Lord's judgment and his ordinances with Israel. With Israel, it says, right? Meaning not just for himself, but for others. Next part of the Mishnah says that Jeroboam, right? He sinned, and he led many others to sin. And therefore, he is responsible for everyone else. Because he led astray the Jewish people, right? He led many astray. Now, what this Mishnah is saying, friends, is quite startling, okay? It means that not only are we responsible for what we do in life, but we are also responsible by the fact that people learn from our example, either directly or indirectly. What do I mean? Imagine that you have, you're not careful with blessings that you make, okay? And somebody else sees you as a religious Jew, or as a good Jew, and they say, well, if he doesn't make brachas, I don't need to make brachas either, and they copy you. So therefore, that would be attributed to you because they've learnt from your ways. And conversely, obviously, the reverse would be true. If you are an inspiration to others, and others are inspired to emulate you, to copycat your good behavior, then you will also get merit for their actions, because it's a consequence, direct consequence or indirect consequence of you. So that is one point. The other point to bear in mind is that if a person directly leads astray or teaches people, obviously you are also going to be responsible. So for example, I tell you, you should really come with me. There's a special deal on Burger Bar, okay? What's it called? I know, McDonald's, okay? So I lead you astray. So after 120, you'll come up, right? And you'll be responsible not just for your actions, but for leading others astray, or for encouraging. You know what? It would be great for you to come to Jewish Care, the Gone event. We need volunteers. It'd be lovely for you to be involved. You have caused that other person to be involved in chesed, and therefore you will get the reward. So let me share with you something which is even more, and obviously when it comes to Rosh Hashanah and we open up the books of life and the book of death, therefore everything is calculated and considered, right? The direct impact of our actions, the indirect effect of our actions, be it positive and negative. And not only that, but even after we pass on, so a person thinks, okay, after 120 or whenever it is, scored through after 85 years or 90 years, I've lived on this world, I go up to heaven. That's it, that's the cutoff point. No. What do we refer on Rosh Hashanah? And we refer to it as the books of life and death. Now, what is the books of life and death, right? What do you mean? Every year we need to have a book to review those that are dead. Right? Why would we need to review it? Their lives are over. And the answer is their lives are not over, because we continue to live on even after we are dead. And sometimes it's advantageous and sometimes it's not. Imagine that you were a model, a paragon when it comes to kindness or prayer or tzedakah or learning or any of the Jewish traits, right? And all of a sudden, people, even after you have left this world, they are still doing what you do. They're still doing the right thing, good deeds, good actions, learning Torah, keeping the Torah. And you know why? Because they learned from you. So therefore, even after you have passed on, the still reward is going to accrue to you, because they are only doing what they are doing because they have learned for you. So therefore, there is no end. So for not just with your children and grandchildren, but for generations to come, people learn from us. They learn from us directly, by the way, if we encourage or discourage people to act in a certain way, but they also learn from us indirectly by modeling and emulating our behavior. Okay, so that is the end of the Mishnah. I think it's quite inspirational message, an uplifting message that should encourage us, hopefully, to ensure that we are able to inspire those around us, so that whatever they do will be a merit for us as well as for them, and not the other way around. An important message and lesson for us. In other words, when we speak about Rosh Hashanah, or we think about our loved ones, there is no end to the consideration and calculation for our deeds, for our good deeds, or conversely the other way around. Let's now conclude. As you can imagine, it's a bit of a busy day today, thank God, with simchas. So let's now say Psalm 23. So the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He causes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even when I walk in the valley of darkness, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You set a table before me in the presence of my adversaries. You anointed my head with oil, my cup overflows. May only goodness and kindness pursue me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forevermore. Memorial prayer. Adon Olamim Zocho Es Nishmois. Leah Bas Bible, Sivi Bas Mordechai, Avram ben David Slavin, Shom ben Yisrael Morris, Eliezer ben Shmoteret, Eliezer Shalom ben Avram Shmoteret Beres, Tzipora Fegel Reuven Par, Shalom ben Elili, Ben Bas Five from Moshe Shanos, Yaakov Shmuel. Fegel Bas Avram Yaakov, Leah Bas Yitzchak, Chava Bas Shimon Joseph, Simcha David ben Zev Mandel. Shalacholi Olamam Bagan Aiden Taimunuchasam Lachin Balarachamim Yasirem Sekan Pavlianamim Vitsobas Haim Tishmasam Adonai Nachlasam Yanuch Bishlamish Kavam Venomar Amen. And lastly, Refu Shlema prayer for all those that have COVID and are unwell with other illnesses. Mishabach Havasin Rabam Misrabiako Masha Anda Bishlomo Yorcha Pesach Chaylim. Babu Shana Mispalim, Babu Rambis, Hosakash Bochi, Mali Racham Alehem, Lachman Fosam, Bishlach Lehem, Fushlim and Shmaim Lechol Remba, so Shach Israel, Refuasa Nefesh, Refusa Guvhash, Tabagis Makarif, and Omar. Amen. Thank you, Richard, and thank you everyone for your good wishes. May we, as friends and as a community, only come together, please God, on simchas, on happy, joyous occasions, and everyone should be gesund, should be healthy, wealthy, and only good things in the future. Wishing everyone well. Have a great day. Please God, we'll see you later. And if not, see you tomorrow. Mishna in the morning. Keep well. It is the summer holidays, and we are enjoying the fine weather and the beautiful ethics of the fathers. Take care.